Okay, hello everybody. Right, so I've put this project up on GitHub called uniform-codegen, and I've been dealing with this for a while, and the thinking behind this is, in my opinion, it makes sense to keep the component definitions that you have in Uniform connected with the components in your JavaScript, in your say React application, and have them working together. And one way that we can make sure that the two things are connected is to basically generate TypeScript types from the two. I mean, if your components inside, say, your React code are based off TypeScript types which are generated from your component definitions, then we're going to be able to not worry about a whole raft of errors. So that is kind of the thinking and the reason I started just writing these scripts, which I've put into this uniform-codegen CLI. So I'm just going to have my cup of tea. Okay, so what I thought I would do today is just give a very quick overview of what's there and just show you kind of how to use it. And if there's things that you think you can improve, feel free to get in touch and then we can do some work on it. So the Next.js starter kit for Uniform is this really simple website. Let's have a look. It's just got two components in here. And also, if we go to the actual project, once you've done the component pull, which is part of the Uniform CLI, let's just have a look. So that is uniform canvas component pull. You tell it where to put those serialized components, and they end up in these YAML files wherever you've chosen to put them. So here's the hero. It's got the two parameters, and what we want to do is to create TypeScript types from these, for example. Okay, so in this example, I've installed the CLI package, which is under Dave Tails uniform-codegen. And once that's installed, you now have the ability to actually use that CLI. Probably best to put it inside the scripts as well. So I've done that by creating a script called uniform-codegen, and I've decided I'm pulling the component definitions from content components, which is where those YAML files are right now, and I'm going to put it inside a file called uniform-codegen components.ts inside the lib folder. So in this example, that's where a lot of the source code is. Okay, well, let's give this a go, and we'll actually run this thing. Okay, so once that's generated, now it's not super clever right now, so you do need to make sure that the folder at least exists already. Something we can always work on in the future, but it will generate these TypeScript types for you. Now, probably the most used type that this will generate are the enhanced fields. This is basically what those fields will look like once your component has gone through its enhancement process. So if you have integrations to an external CMS or something like that, after you've enhanced the IDs that get saved in Uniform, you will end up with, for example, a contentful entry of fields, or a high graph entry of fields, or some other type that you actually want to use the data from. So this is the example of what gets generated at the moment. So you get these enhanced fields. For our hero component, you've got title and description. And that hero currently looks like this, and it would be as simple as swapping this type out for hero component enhanced fields from that type gen. Now, nothing's changed in terms of the types right now, but obviously as we then work with that hero component, if we change it inside Uniform and we pull new component definitions down, then this ends up being in sync. And as you then release to higher environments, that also becomes in sync. So here's a very, very quick roundup of this project. We'll work on it a bit more. We'll add some more integrations. Currently, it's got Contentful, BigCommerce, and HighGraph in there. It's quite simple to add some more stuff, and I can do another video another day. All right, happy morning. I'm gonna have my cup of tea.